Hoot in the Dark presents... Hootaween! Good evening, my haunted hooties and spooky viewers, to the first review of Hootaween, the first of 5 for the month of Hootober. I chose Halloween episodes that I remember fondly as a little hootie, and to start us off, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite Halloween episodes, Rugrats Season 1, Episode 9, Candy Bar Creep Show, where we see the babies journey to get the coveted Reptar Bars by journeying into the parents' haunted house. So let's get our costumes on and get ready to scream as we get to the episode. We start with the signature Rugrats close-up as we see a pumpkin being carved as Dee Dee puts a candle in to add the final touch to the jack-o'-lantern. Which, I have to mention that one of the things I love most about the early episodes of the Rugrats is the neat close-up intros and the music they used. That old-school Rugrats music just can't be beat. And I hate to say it, but I'm not a fan of the 2021 reboot. It gets the main characters right, well the babies, that is, but it changes things that don't need to be changed. The new animation is just a tad off. It doesn't work unless it's 2D for me. And it's just dated. Once you have characters scrolling on smartphones and taking selfies and talking like Zoomers, it's just isn't as good as the original. But the series has taken a downturn in the later seasons, but the 2021 reboot just isn't for me. Thought I'd throw that in there in case someone asks if my thoughts on the reboot. Tommy talks to the others about people are acting strange when Angelica walks in and shows off her Reptar Bar and sings that catchy ad for the coveted Chalky Bar.
And swirled, and stirred, and rippled, and beaten, and sweetened till you can't stop eating. The superest, the duperest, the double chocolate scooperest, the meanest, the best, it's better than the rest. Reptar Bar, the candy bar supreme, the candy bar that turns your tongue green.
You can tell she's listened to that ad so many times that she has it burned in her brain. That's 90s commercials for ya. Tommy thinks of a plan to get some Reptar Bars while the grown-ups set up the haunted house, as Dee Dee is worried that it might be too scary for the kids as Grandpa scares them, her saying they can't bring the babies in here.
Me and my brother Sparky used to go trick-or-treating door to door. Of course, in those days, it was 15 miles to the next house, and those were real tricks and real ghosts, mind you.
Small scenes like this are why I really like the older episodes. They're just so humble and real, if that makes sense. I don't know, it just feels like the future seasons and the reboot lost that kind of depth to the character. You know, it's kind of funny as the animation gets better, they forgot to write the characters better. They noticed how older kids are walking in the haunted house as the grown-ups get in their costumes as they observe what's going on outside.
What scary costumes. Now you may enter.
It's funny how that kid in the cat costume meowed. I don't know, I just found it funny. They hear the kids scream as they run out of the Halloween house with Reptar Bars and think they can scream and they can get Reptar Bars too. And well, it doesn't work.
Worry, champ. We'll fix it so those old monsters can't scare you.
The look on the babies' faces when the grown-ups walk up like, Reptar Bars please, and Tommy's disappointed look when it doesn't work. Tommy is bewildered why the other kids get Reptar Bars and they didn't, and comes to the conclusion that they have to be in the haunted house to get them, and just casually walks out, telling Spike to keep quiet. Aside from that being adorable and a smart move, I want to add that Tommy's trusty screwdriver that he uses to escape the playpen in later episodes is a nod to the sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who. There's also a reference to the Daleks in the episode Toy Palace, where Tommy and Chucky sneak out of their strollers and are locked in said Toy Palace, which was also a level in the PlayStation game Search for Reptar. Just a bit of Hooted knowledge I want to share with my fellow Hooties if some of you didn't know. They look inside the haunted house and aren't scared by any of the spooky atmosphere as more kids arrive and they hide, unknowingly setting up later scares. There's also a funny animation error where Drew looks like he's standing on the haunted house curtain, but it was made in the early 90s, so I can't fault them for having some funny animation errors. As the kids walk in, the babies scream, freaking them out as the unscary haunted house becomes terrifying.
What's all the ruckus?
Jeez, I know it's Hollyween, but you don't have to scare them that bad, babies. It's funny how they can make a scarier Halloween house than the grown-ups do, and you can tell that that was Tommy's plan all along, to scare Angelica and the other kids so they can have all the candy for themselves, not just the Reptar Bars. Oh no, Tommy wants all the Halloween candy. Or that was all complete by accident. Even poor Grandpa isn't safe from their scaring as they send him running to the hills, claiming the candy for themselves as Spike eats some spaghetti and falls back asleep. Man, that's a lot of candy. They made a real haul, and they didn't even have to go trick-or-treating. Now that's a smart move right there. The episode ends with Grandpa telling what he witnessed and makes Stu and Drew go in to get Angelica's candy, not knowing that the babies are already eating it. They argue as we get a nice pan to the full moon. And that was Rugrats Season 1, Episode 9, Candy Boy Creep Show. A nice little episode to kick off Hootaween. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you thought of the episode and the review. As always, you fellow Hooties' feedback means a lot, and I can't thank you enough for all of your support. I can't wait to talk about more reviews for Hootaween, and I hope to see you there for more Hootaween and future Hoottober videos. Thanks for watching, and until then, I'll see you when you visit the spooky Hoot House and I give my hoot in the dark. Until next time on Hootaween! Thanks for watching, my fellow Hoots and Ghouls. Don't forget to like, share with your fans, comment, subscribe, and join the Parliament of Hoots today, and follow me on my other social media websites. Check out the 2 videos that'll pop up and it'll take you to more of my content. And until next time, I'll see you when you visit the graveyard, and we'll join for another episode of Hootaween!